had no idea it'd be so hard trying to cut the avocado. And then I see this thing in the middle, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to keep that or toss them.
5 of the biggest alcohol makers in the world are sitting on what's described as a lake of unsold alcohol. $22 billion worth of inventory, according to the Financial Times, the result of people drinking less than they used to. And to think there's still a week to go in dry January.
Many women I know have started dating women. 62% of men, right, under 30 not trying to date. What's happening?
And that is men mature later. A boy's prefrontal cortex is 18 months behind a girl. The girl is basically competing against a 10th grade girl. Boys have better gross motor skills. They're faster and stronger. Girls have greater fine motor skills. When you digitize the mating market, you end up in the following environment. 50 men on Tinder, 50 women. 46 of the women will show all of their attention to the same 4 men, which leaves 46 men fighting over 4 women. And why would you go through the effort of looking good, smelling nice, the expense, the resilience, the potential rejection?
Teena Marie begins her song Lovergirl, a song that she wrote, played, and produced all by herself. Coffee, tea, or me, baby, touche allez. My opening line might be passé, yes. But don't think I don't know what I'm feeling for you, because I got a vibe on you the first time that I saw you. I need your love. I won't bring no pain. A little birdie told me that you feel the same. I'm for real, and I'm your true blue. Let's make a deal, sugar. All I want to do is be your one and only lover.
I want to be worshipped. In my next romantic relationship, I require that my partner worship me.
Listen to me what I have to say right now. Don't talk over me. Once you gave me this promise ring, you said, out these lips right here, out this mouth right here, you talked with it, and you said, I promise you one day I will marry you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I lied. Like, do you...
Didn't I say don't talk over me?
I think an argument can be made that Scott Galloway has the most difficult, most thankless job in America these days, because he's essentially trying to explain to men why they should want something that men just don't want. If women were women, I mean, it doesn't take advertising for men to want to be around women that are soft, pleasant, sweet, and what have you. But if they stop being that, then it essentially is going to have a domino effect. If Teena Marie were singing Lovergirl to you, or a girl was singing that song to you, you know, just thinking that she wanted the same feeling with a guy, and you said, well, maybe if I buy a drink, I could be that guy, it would just happen naturally. And the alcohol industry would be fine because guys would be going to places where girls were gathering singing Lovergirl. And the clubs would be fine, and there would be no need for Scott Galloway. But when women are saying that I want to be worshipped and they're demanding men marry them because they gave them a ring instead of a guy wanting to marry them, then you know what the deal is. It's obvious.
I took a mental poll, right, to see why aren't most black men getting married.
My life could get really bad, right? But it will never be as bad as it was when I lived with a man.
And all they keep talking about is divorce. I told y'all that.
I'm a bisexual woman married to a man, and I date women separately from my marriage. And I have this silly, intense, continuous desire to love a woman.
They be talking about, oh, if you get divorced, then this woman take half of your stuff and da-da-da-da. And most of the men who say that, y'all, like, hilariously, they don't have any assets. They don't have anything to protect in the first place.
And we came to the conclusion that a man cannot love you properly if his finances aren't in order.
That's what's happening. That's why the black women are being attacked. Black women, you want to know why we're being attacked? Because we don't have our protection. That's just what it is.
The first 5 seconds of backdoor is but if you get past that, you're gonna be like Aladdin on the magic carpet. In the back of your head, you're gonna hear a whole new world
And they say, oh yeah, you so masculine. Yeah, cause you got me out here doing real nigga shit. I'm a real nigga. You got me out here. I'm in the field.
In my next romantic relationship, I require that my partner worship me.
Why are you still living right now, sir? Cause of your mama and your grandmama prayers. What your granddaddy was doing. What your daddy was doing. What are you doing?
I just found out my boyfriend doesn't want to marry me. He doesn't want to be engaged. He doesn't want any of that. He just wants me to be his girlfriend. And that's it. And I made it very obvious that, hey, like, I want something more commitment.
Today I'm asking my little brother if he's ever going to get married. Okay, so do you ever want to get married?
No.
Why?
Because you're my sister. That's
Not to me, weirdo. I'm talking about marrying someone else.
No.
Why?
Because you remember Mom and Dad getting married and they got a divorce? Haha, good time.
But he doesn't want to give me that. And I just waste years of my life with the same person who thought that I would marry.
Let me get up and get ready for church because I can't play with y'all.
The word that's noticeably absent in many of the conversations we're hearing from these modern women on social media that we hear time and time again in Lisa Marie's Lovergirl song is the word love. Lisa Marie wants to love on her man. She wants a man to love on her. It's not even mentioning money in the song. It's just, I want to be your dessert and I want to love on you. And when you're hearing these conversations between these women, it's essentially a business contract. They are in it for the business. And it's everywhere. It's unmistakable.
Why? So that I can have access to the property?
No, you don't have any.
This is still legally my residence. Can I have my set of keys, please?
Why?
So that I can have access to the property?
No, you don't have any.
This is still legally my residence and my kids are here, so I do need a set of keys to access my residence. Jaimin?
So we all know Jaimin from, I believe, Amistad, as well as a couple of other movies. Recently, he was in the news because he was talking about the difficulty of not making a lot of money because he's typecast. But here, he's extremely calm. He's in his house, and I believe this is the mother of one or some of his children, is essentially saying that that domicile belongs to her when it's really his house. And however you may feel about it, the law says that if you purchase something, it belongs to you. And if you're not married, then that's a whole different situation. Now, how long she lived with him and all of that other stuff is what it is. But all things considered, his name is on the paperwork and he's being extremely calm. But what's really important to notice is that this woman has a plan to get what she wants out of this man. If you listen to the conversation she's having, she has rehearsed this and she is moving her plan forward to get resources out of this man, probably even including that house.
Hello?
I'll get it to you later. Then.
I'm actually having to leave now and I won't be here later, so if you don't mind, I would need the keys. Do you give me the keys so I can access the property where I live and my kids are? There's a process. I don't have a problem moving, but you cannot lock me out of a home in which I live.
No, locked out. You come in every day through the garage.
Okay, so that's how you, but you just said in the text that you're changing, so how am I gonna be able to access it? So how am I gonna be able to access?
After the rest of the days and week to figure it out.
But I'm asking you for the keys to a property in which I live at and my kids are in. So I'd like the keys to the property, please, so that I can still live here and sleep here.
She sounds like a lawyer, doesn't she not? This sounds like a woman who has spoken to a lawyer several times before she had this conversation, and essentially she is trying to get him to escalate so that she's going to have a basis for making a complaint against this man and most likely getting that house. And he knows it, and that's why he's being so extremely careful.
There's a legal process in which you have to go through. So until that process happens, you cannot deny me legally, you cannot deny me access to the property in which I'm legally still a resident at, Jaimin. Do you know that?
You still have access to it.
I don't, because I'm leaving and you just told me this morning that you're changing the access.
This week.
Okay, and I will not be back this week. So that's what I'm saying. I will need to be able to access my residence when I come back. So let me tell you, let me just let you know what that's going to look like, because I don't want to embarrass the family. I don't want to embarrass the property with our neighbors. I'm going to come back. I'm not going to have access to the property. I will have to call the police. The police will ask me to prove that I'm a resident here. They will require you to give me access to the premises, and they'll tell you the due process. But I don't want to bring the police to the property. It's not a good look, and we don't need to do it. Okay, so go ahead, and if you would please give me my keys back to the resident. Listen to what I'm saying, Jaimin. I am leaving now. I'm leaving in about an hour. I will not be back for some time. So if you could give me the keys now so that we can handle this the right way.
You are one bitter divorce.
I'm not bitter, and we're not divorced. We were never married. I'm not bitter.
Because the way you've been treating and disrespecting me.
We're not divorced. We're not divorced. We were never married. Can I please have the keys to my residence? Can I please have the keys to my residence? It's not an issue. There's no issue between us.
There's no issue. You still have access to the garage.
Listen to what I'm saying, and you're changing the garage access. I'm not going to be here this week. Can I please have my keys, and we can move on? So can I please have the keys?
You have access to the garage.
Listen to what I'm saying, Jaimin. I'm leaving this week, and I'm not going to be coming back for at least a few weeks. So I need my keys to the residence in which I live at.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
I don't want to have to bring the police here. That's going to be embarrassing, and it's not necessary that we even do that.
Yes, you do. Definitely want the police there.
I'll leave your keys.
Huh?
I'll leave your keys on the table.
But
okay?
I'm leaving.
Get the hell out of my way.
I'm leaving in the next hour.
Yes, the phone will come on.
And I will, but I need the keys to my residence now before I leave.
Residence. You have to learn.
This is my residence. I've been living here for 4 years. This is my residence. I've been living here for 4 years. If you would please give me the keys before you leave, so that I don't have to encumbrance you later on, and I don't have to embarrass the house.
It's just legal. It's 100%.
Wearing my clothes and all that. You have some nerve.
Wearing his clothes.
Simon, I don't want to bring the police back here later. That's embarrassing.
I'll leave your keys to the table. Get the out of my
Can you
face.
please give me the keys now? I'm not going to be here for them later. That's what I'm telling you.
I will leave you.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I heard what you
I'm going to be here. Okay, well, I need the keys to the residence. I cannot leave. My kids are here.
Men with no kids and no marriage plans are the fastest growing demo. Sorry for them, I guess.
If you remember the bridge to Lovergirl, I need your love, I won't bring you no pain. A little birdie told me that you feel the same. I'm for real, and for you, I'm true blue. Let's make a deal, sugar. All I want to do is be your one and only lover. Now, tell me how much different that idea is from this legal situation here, essentially. This woman is dealing with Jaimin basically knowing that if he makes a mistake, she's going to get a payout. And so if men, heck, even the kids are looking at this, they're going to think, when I grow up and I'm like Dad, I don't want to get married either. It's very easy for many women on the internet to say men are terrible, men are bad, all this bad stuff about men. But at the end of the day, 50 years ago, men still wanted to marry women. And now you're starting to see men not want to marry women, and there's a reason why. It's because they're not seeing the kind of women that they want to take off the market and keep other men from having. Essentially, they're seeing women that many men have had, or better said, a woman that they don't want to keep to themselves. Essentially saying, if she goes back out to sea to find another guy, so be it. Because all things considered, she's not the kind of woman that I want to hold on to for the rest of my life, because essentially he said she's not as special as I had hoped. I think that modern women are having a kind of crisis moment in realizing that men are starting to essentially say with the behavior that you're not a wife And I don't want to take you off the market. As a matter of fact, I'll just have my fun with you. We'll have a good time for a little while, and then you can go on to be about your business. And I think young ladies are simply saying, no, this is not the way it's supposed to play out. A man is supposed to want to marry me. So why don't they want to? And the only thing that's left is essentially being angry at men and trying to demand men treat them as wives. And that is something that no woman has the power to do. A woman can get in a man's face, she can say bad things about him, but what she can't do is make that man see her as a lover girl when she no longer is one. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care.